Hi, everyone, and welcome again to Pray for France 2021. Thank you so much for joining us this year to pray for France. I'm excited to see what God's going to do. I am interrupting our guide very, very briefly today to bring you an urgent and timely prayer request for the next 3 or 4 days. We are going to see debates in the French Senate around what's called the Separatist Law, or the law to reinforce Republican values and principles. This law is extremely damaging to evangelical churches, 90% of which are registered as 1905 associations. This 1905 law was created specifically for churches to be separated from the state and state intervention and control. Instead, what this law does, it actually brings back pre-1905 type of constraints and restrictions on churches. I want to read a couple of them now, and you can read more about it on our website at impactfrance.org/separatist law. But this is the time. It's already passed the National Assembly. The Senate started to study it on March 30th. There have already been some amendments made, but these next few days are critical, because now they are entering into the initial debates on the final phase of this law, Title II, which relates to the 1905 organizations and worship activities. So what does the law say in its current form? Currently, in the law, it says that churches will have to register every 5 years to prove that they're actually churches. Okay, and if something goes wrong, well, you're denied, you're shut down. Prefectures will be able to immediately close churches if they perceive that they're provoking hate or violence. So they come in, say, provoking hate and violence, close down, boom. Foreign funds greater than 10,000 euros a year have to be declared and accompanied by an audited financial statement. And the prefecture can order those churches to return the funds if there's a real, present, and serious threat affecting one or more fundamental interests of society. Obviously, that's a huge problem for churches that rely on international, not even rely, but are benefiting from international support. Pastors are going to be personally fined 9,000 euros for any infractions. Not the church, not the legal organization. There's no director's insurance or anything. The pastor is personally liable, 9,000 euros. And finally, probably the biggest thing on a day-to-day basis, churches would need to declare to the government the total amount and number of tax receipts they provide. They have to provide their annual budget. They have to show all the foreign funds received, and they have to show a list of their churches if they're a multi-site church or denomination. Again, this is the government coming in and exercising surveillance in the extreme, and have control to shut down churches left and right if they deem that they are somehow threatening the public order. In fact, so this is the time. This is the time. These next few days are going to be critical to pray. So we have, again, our website will give you some updates on what's going on as we're able. Continue to pray through the guide. Every sector of society in France needs your prayer, whether this law passes or not, in what form and whatnot. But this is a timely request for this week. These next few days are really critical. I want to ask you really to pray earnestly and diligently for the French Senate, that God's Spirit would move and that they would start to adopt and change the laws, the current bill that's before them, to a way that provides that path forward for evangelical churches. Thank you so much, and God bless you, and vive la France.